Yo, what's up? I'm Zach. Welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Back again with another character growth video. And today we'll go over another member of Team JNPR, who's actually the one who lost, and the one who's RIP in the Team JNPR member, everyone that we all know and love. And that's herself, Pyrrha Nikos. Okay, what do I want to talk about her? I, I, this is gonna be hard for me to talk her about as a character. There's a lot. For those people who saw my John video, yeah, I'm gonna go all over about Pyrrha and how much, like, both the characters and the audience, how they feel about Pyrrha. Pyrrha is a strong, capable, lovable character that everyone know and love, both the characters and the audience, and how much people love Pyrrha as a character, and you don't want nothing to happen to her. Apparently it happened. But the one thing I hated, there's one YouTuber, I forget his name. He says something about, he made a video about saying that her death was pointless or something like that, which is that's pissing me off, which I hate the guy. So, I just don't see why her death is pointless. It just shows impact of the character, what they going through right now. Like, for example, John is living the grief and guilt and blame himself because he thought he couldn't save Pyrrha, and that leads John how he was in volume 4 through 6, until he learned to let it go in volume 6 when he saw the statue of Pyrrha and honoring Pyrrha's legacy by being a good huntsman and a great huntsman like Pyrrha. When Pyrrha died, John did say, like, even though she didn't graduate it, but she was a huntress, and she died as a huntress. And I just love how Pyrrha has a development about, oh, when she came here, she's like the famous girl of all, and she doesn't like that. And when John came around, she thought she found someone who accept her and treat her like a normal person. And in the dance night, when Pyrrha said that, you didn't know who I was, and you treated me like a normal person. And then the bond and the close they, both John and Pyrrha became, they would slowly become more than just teammates or friends. They're basically like almost a couple now. And it's just, oh, there's a lot. I could go over Pyrrha if I want to. Hell, freaking Weiss, in the Ice Queendom. In the Ice Queendom, Weiss, how she views everyone. When she views Pyrrha, she sees Pyrrha as famous, beauty, and deserve a respect, basically. That's why she's wearing the dress. Sees her as beauty. And that's what she views Pyrrha. And she's a really skilled fighter. And that's the reason why I've been using her in almost all the versus matchup videos for RWBY versus RWBY matchup videos. Is she has like a lot of match that she would go up against, but she would put up a good fight for the other characters. And there's a draft of original story about in volume 3 where Team JNPR were supposed to fight Raven, and Pyrrha would put up a decent fight for her as well. And Some say that the original idea that Pyrrha was supposed to die, and this is the original idea. Pyrrha was supposed to get killed off in the very first episode in Volume 3. Yeah, they were planning on killing off Pyrrha in the very first episode in Volume 3. Don't know how they would do it, but that was the original plan they were going to. But instead, they changed it instead of kill off Pyrrha in the final episode because, well, the music called Code, not only it means for Pyrrha, it also means for Matiom. So that's the reason why. And Pyrrha shows a huge impact the entire franchise. And not only that, she's always been mentioned along the way. And this one thing I was gonna bring up something, but I might bring that up on Ren in the next video. I might do that afterwards, after Pyrrha. Maybe an hour or two, give or take. Depends whenever I feel like it. It's just I ain't got no comment. Like in Volume 4, Chapter 2, in the final scene where John has that video footage of Pyrrha, I felt depressed. And when I read the Volume 5 of the manga issue of RWBY Mythology manga, issue 5, titled Shine, The Aftermath of Beacon, where John is reading and watching and listening of anything that's involved Pyrrha, like text message, audio recording, video footage. It was freaking devastating. That was like my favorite chapter in that manga, and it's just fuck. It's the press is on hell, and of course I keep thinking about that one line of what Pyrrha is teaching John how to fight, and how Pyrrha really feels about John. Because when she was telling like how grateful she is and proud proud that she is to John, and she couldn't shrink to say that she actually loved him. She like when she said she couldn't get the word. So basically saying she was planning on saying that she loved him. And it's just like, damn. I don't know what to say. When I think about Pyrrha, I always think about the line what Pyrrha said to John in the video recording, which is, "Alright, John, just like we practiced, follow these instructions. Shield up, keep your grip tight, don't forget to put your foot front forward. Ready? Go." And I just like depressed. And when I saw the statue of Pyrrha, I broke down to tears, man. I was like, come the fuck on. Really, man? I was done. I said to myself, if I see one more thing that involves Pyrrha, like, I don't know, like statue or whatever, I'm gonna break down tears. Boom, statue. Fucking busted out tears. I fucking hate myself. I'm like, god damn it. And I seen everyone's reaction of the video recording of Pyrrha, John's anger about, he blamed this on Cinder for the loss of Pyrrha, and the statue of Pyrrha. I was like, I am done. And not only that, seeing Pyrrha's mother, I was like, hey, yo. That scene between John and Pyrrha's mother having a conversation, I think that was a good scene. It still hurts. I can't even watch that scene. Like, I've been rewatching RWBY, like whenever the new volume is out, I rewatch them. But whenever I see the death of Pyrrha, the video footage of Pyrrha, John mentioned about Pyrrha about in volume 5, and statue of Pyrrha, I was like, come on, man. It still hurts. Like, literally, it still hurts to this day. And it's just that this is why I don't. This is the one thing I was feared, and because I don't have nothing I could talk about. Because how can you say she does have a character growth, and in volume 3, where Ozpin, Ironwood, Glinda, and Crow offer Pyrrha to be the next user of a Fall Maiden, and she chose. And again, when John blames it, he blames it on Crow and Ozpin, and he believed that, she was forced. No, she chose. We gave her a choice. She thought about it. She think about it. We gave her some time, and she chose. And even though John doesn't want to hear it, but deep down it's the truth. And it's just that ever since Pyrrha died, I've seen a lot of people did a bunch of fan arts about Pyrrha's come back as a Grim type, or something like similar to Salem or something like that. That is very dark and also fucked up and also even more depressed. I seen a fan-made comic. It's still my favorite to this day. I think it's called Nightmare, where Ruby having a nightmare and Oscar go to checks on her, and Ruby tells Oscar about Pyrrha, and we hear Pyrrha's voice, something about, why would you let me die? Like, we trusted you, I trusted you, let me die. John hated you, Ren hated you, Nora hated you. Everything is your fault. Your fault. And Ruby falls to the ground, and Ruby said it's all her fault that she couldn't get there in time or something like that. When I saw that video, like back in, I think it was 2018? Was it? Yeah, it was 2018 when I first saw that video. When I saw that video, that hits me hard. Like, I got depressed, man. If I could find the video, I will do a reaction to it so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. If I could find the video, it's still my favorite version of the comic dub to this day. Maybe one day, sooner or later, I might do like a comic dub video on that one in the future, whenever I get the chance. And not only that, I was kind of disappointed that no one do way back then. People done a what if scenario about what if Pyrrha survived against Cinder or didn't die against Cinder, or what if John died instead of Pyrrha? I mean, Rigger, aka All You Right, he doing that. I don't know when he's gonna do another part. I'm doing that, but I decided to cancel it because personal reason, because I can just keep up with it. None of that, I'm out of ideas, and none of that, well, life, job, duh. And I was planning on doing like a redo version of what if Pyrrha didn't die against Cinder, aka what if Pyrrha survived against Cinder. I was going to do that, but I decided to say, nah, I don't want to do that. Not because I don't want to do the what if, it's just I never have the time to think some ideas or whatever. And that's the main reason why. And, what else? Nowadays, you just don't get people do any RWBY what ifs these days anymore. Which I'm kind of disappointed because you got, what if Pyrrha didn't die or survive? What if John had died instead? What if Yang was a Saiyan? What if Yang was raised by Raven? What if Cinder turns good? There's a lot of interesting what ifs you guys could do with RWBY what ifs, but people don't want to take it or do any content about it. That's the reason why I come around, but it's going to take some time for me to get some ideas and do these videos and whenever I feel like it. Because, you know, when you get home and get stressed out from work, you just don't feel like want to do anything. Or when you have the day off, you want to do it, but apparently you don't want to. That's basically how I am and how I feel or whatever. And it's just that, I don't know. And I love Pyrrha. I really do. If y'all people hate Pyrrha, saying that she's worthless and her death was pointless, then y'all guys have a fucking issue. Or just don't care a good character at all. And I don't know what to say. I got no comment. Like, literally. Hell, not only that, in Red vs. Blue, Agent Carolina, when she had her helmet off, she had the same hair color and same eye color like Pyrrha. Literally. Because, which one came first? RWBY or Red vs. Blue? I'm trying to remember. No. Agent Carolina was first before Pyrrha. Because, after season 10 is where they started to do RWBY. Yeah, so basically Pyrrha was inspired by Agent Carolina with the red hair and green eye. So, yeah, none of that. Here's the interesting facts. The person who voices, I think it's the same person? The same person who voices Pyrrha, she voices Agent Carolina. Hold on, I need to make sure this is right. Hold on, I gotta make sure. Agent Carolina voice actor. Hold on, Agent Carolina voice. Okay, Kimberly. Oh, okay. Jen Brown. Does she say she played? Yep, it's the same one. Okay, I was right. Yeah, she voices Agent Carolina and Pyrrha. Okay, yep, I was right. I just want to make sure. So yeah, that's the interesting facts. And here's the sad part though. In Red vs. Blue, Carolina lived and York died, which is in the project, which is the after the project freelancer. And RWBY, Pyrrha dies and John lives. If you think about it, John and Pyrrha are basically the Carolina and York, but the opposite. In a way, because it makes a lot more sense if you think about it. And it's just like, damn. I got nothing I could talk about, because Pyrrha is just a lovable and a tragic character, and shows how it impact a lot of people for the characters and the audience. I just don't know what to say at all, because what else you could say or talk about Pyrrha? She was famous and she doesn't want to be noticed. She wants to be treated as like a normal person, and John was the only one. And then when Pyrrha kissed John has one guilt that he should have just gone on the date with her instead of just focusing on Weiss all the damn time. But it was already too late, and I can't talk about it. I don't know what else I could say. She just a lovable, tragic character. I don't care what people say. And I got nothing I could talk about Pyrrha. It's just, it's hard to talk about a character like her. It really is. And oh, that reminds me, there is a video. I think is a video where John is like writing a letter for Pyrrha, like basically like a diary saying that, yeah, I'm talking to Pyrrha about writing. Then later on Pyrrha is writing a letter to John or something like that. If I could find the video, well, it's on my RWBY favorite video from RWBY playlist. Yeah, favorite videos of any RWBY related is on the playlist, so you guys can find that. I will do reaction on that as well, so just be on the lookout on that as well. When I first found that video and watched it, I felt emotional, and it was heartwarming, and yet sad, and I just want to cry. Literally, I just realized that just now. But anyway, you guys, hope you guys enjoying the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media, my Discord server, all that will be down below. You guys know the drill. Be on the lookout where we go over in the last member of Team JNPR, Lyren. He might have a little bit more than Nora. Like, even though there was nothing to go over for Nora. But for Ren, I feel like we're gonna talk about him a bit more than like we did with Nora. But yeah, be on the lookout for that for later on, or tomorrow, or whenever I get the chance. But again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.